So, we got this going on. Alright guys, so literally I was about to do a video on a tier list for 4-star Catalyst. As you can see all up here, I had everything all set up and I was gonna do that for you guys. And then Mtashed drops a video about him quitting. So I wanted to cover that. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about on the subject. Before I do get into that, I am running a giveaway for $100. There's going to be two $50 winners. We're almost at the goal for the giveaway, which is 100 subscribers. You guys have been killing it. I love the support. I love you guys. I'm going to keep pumping out this Genshin Impact content for you guys. So if you guys do want to get it on the giveaway, and don't worry, I'm going to be running a lot more. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below hashtag PrimoGem giveaway, and enter in your favorite character in the game and the reason why they're your favorite character. That's going to enter you in, and once I hit 100 subs, I'll do the giveaway. And then we'll move on to another one. Alright, let's get into this. So, yeah. I mean, I'll just cover the video a little by a little, and we'll talk about it, because there's a lot to discuss here. At the end of the day, before I go through this discussion, this is his choice. He's free to his opinion, and I'm glad that he's going to continue doing what he loves, because Destiny is a great game, and I love Destiny too. So more power to you, bro. I'm all supportive in your decision. So let's cover this.
The thumbnail of the video, I want to quit, and I'm going to be quitting Genshin Impact. It's not about making money. If I wanted to make money, I would keep playing this game. If I wanted to make money, I'd keep doing these stupid Wish videos. So it isn't about growth. It isn't about money. This was my best month ever, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have this conversation with you, is because 150,000 people have subscribed to this channel, have said, hey, we want to watch your Genshin content, and now I'm saying, hey guys, I'm leaving.
Alright, so that's where I wanted to pause first. As you can see, he's very considerate about this whole subject. He put out his exact numbers of subscribers gained during the period. You know, he's even mentioning that if he wanted to, he literally could just be covering Destiny's new expansion coming out, and on the side, hey, Child's releasing, I'm gonna drop a banner just like everybody else just to get the views. But he's not gonna do that because he's not passionate about the game anymore. And he gained a lot of subscribers who follow him for Genshin Impact, so I'm sure he would get the views, right? So this is kind of sad because, you know, he's gonna start diving into now about the gacha rates, and I'll cover that. But genuinely, this dude's a really honest dude, and I feel bad that he wore himself out from the game, because we are going to miss you in the community, bro. Let's just continue with this.
Or I'm leaving very soon, and that's not really fair. I feel like that's not really fair. Get to AR-45. So let's get into it. The Wish system is a point of contention for me. The fact that you can spend 140 Canadian and not get a 5-star character is insane. Now, with this bonus, I think it is enough to get one 5-star character out of the pity system guaranteed.
And that's correct. So, most likely, if you're not going to pull one before with 13,000 gems with the bonus, you most likely will pull one before. And if don't, you're going to be close to pity, if not around pity. It's literally going to be on the mark there. So, you'll pull a 5-star. But I do agree with this point. The cost of the currency in the game is kind of ridiculous right now, with them skyrocketing prices in like Russia, India, Africa, and all these other places. That's kind of something that they shouldn't have done. And I know MiHoYo didn't do this. It's the whole app store and everything like that. It's just a mess, and I hope they do fix it soon. In regards to this, I don't think this is a reason that you should quit the game. It's part of it, and I do get that, but okay, so if I am to explain this, I know he hasn't played too many gacha games. He probably played some that he didn't cover. Yes, a lot of people play gacha games, but these are kind of normal prices, what you see. And keep in mind, MiHoYo is just starting off with this game. I know they had Honkai Impact before, but this is something way different for them. And I'm sure they're going to develop this, and I'm very open-minded to see them change it. If you don't want to support them, you don't have to. And I know he did this free-to-play series to start that. But at the end of the day, and this is something I wanted to touch on later, he wore himself out. You got to AR 39 in like no time. You know, that's crazy. And these kinds of games, you're going to be in the game for the long haul. You're not going to rush. You know, you're going to play here and there. You're going to pull some characters, try them out, fun time. Gacha games are games you're meant to be played for months, years, sometimes little to no progress over the course of a couple weeks. And I'm one to speak. Like, I played tons of gacha games, you name it. Pokemon Masters, Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross, Idol Heroes, Summoner's War. The list goes on. I played them all, and when you hit this cap at the end where it's just a long haul grind, you gotta stick it out. I mean, it's gonna suck, but the best thing about it is when you hit that progress, when you hit that little jump, that's the great feeling. But we'll get into that a little bit later. I think I just covered most of it anyways.
But after that, once that amount reduces, I believe you can't. I believe it's only like, what, 50 wishes? And the fact that you could spend like $200 and not get a character, a 5-star character, is nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
Now you're going to get some 4-star characters in there. 4-star characters can be really good. Is what it is. Guys, this is insane. For a character, you can't earn the characters in game really, but the amount of money you have to spend to experience this game in full is bullshit. Is a bull. I'm not even going to finish it so I don't get demonetized. Due to this system, most people don't have a lot of characters.
All right, pause that. So, yes, that's correct, but if you play any other gacha game, most of the times you're not going to have a bunch of characters in the start. And this roster pool we have right now is very limited. So, we are getting a decent amount of characters despite, you know, not having to spend. I've spent, of course, but I'm saying like the general public who hasn't spent, you're getting a decent amount of characters anyways. And as the game progresses, more patches release, they're giving more primo gems, you're gonna pull and get characters. The game just started, but what I wanted to say is this: you're gonna get more characters later on in the road. It's not something that's gonna take a long time. With all these new updates and patches coming out, you're gonna be experiencing a bunch of new characters. Sure, you might not experience like the 5-star characters, but you're gonna pull one. You're gonna hit pity, you're gonna pull one. You know, so that's just something I want to say on that.
Make a video on Ning Wong. The majority of people don't have a Ning Wong. There's so many characters in the game, and it's so prohibitively expensive or difficult to get primo gems. You're not gonna have, or most people aren't gonna have those characters. And so I was thinking, hey, maybe I'll do reviews on all the characters, yada yada yada. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because I can't even level the characters. I can't even show them off properly. Because on top of that, the resources in game are so brutal that you can have a bunch of characters, and if you level up your main cast of characters, everyone else is level 40 and level 7 because you don't have experience books. Now,
all right, so let's talk about this. Yes, it's very hard to get experience books and farm them, and they don't come in a plentiful manner. But think about it like this. What would happen if you had half of your roster, 5-10 characters already maxed? You would just log into the game, do your stuff, and you won't have nothing to look forward to. The whole point of the game is always looking forward to something. I have to farm these artifacts. I have to do these domains to get my character up. I need, weapon ascension materials. There's always these little goals you have to do, and that's what makes a gacha game. That's what makes a RPG game, and they're the combination of both. So when you're in this mindset that, you have to rush and do everything fast, it ruins the game for you. This is something to do at a very nice and calm pace. In my opinion, enjoy the game for yourself, and your audience will enjoy it with you. And that's what I'm trying to put out here with my content. And I hope you guys feel the same way. I don't want to go crazy and burn myself out. Yeah, that's what I gotta say about this.
in my case, I have done things as optimally as possible, and I do have some experience books, and I've never had to do a ley line. I've never had to do an experience ley line. Even my Mora, I have leveled up all my talents. I've been doing very good on Mora. So if you do play well as a free-to-play,
And not saying min-maxing is bad. I min-max a lot too, but don't do it every single time. It's gonna ruin your experience in the game. You're just gonna sit there and always be worrying about numbers and thinking about how you could have done better, and that's just stress for no reason. Have fun, take your time, enjoy the game. I just want to put this video out there in the first place just to show you guys what not to do and how to not wear yourself out. So he did a great thing here by giving you all the reasons why he's tired of the game, and I'm just going to make it so you guys can see stuff that you can avoid and ways you can counteract that, okay? So just take your time, don't min-max everything. You don't have to do every single thing every single day. Log in, relax, chill, talk to your friends if you're playing by yourself, throw on a video, just enjoy yourself.
player, you will have the resources you need for your main DPS characters, your main supports. I don't think that that's terrible. But to level up all these other characters and to try all these different characters, it's very, very time consuming, and it really pushes you into spending money. And that is in some of the regions, like Brazil. I thought the wish system was trash before, and now there's multiple regions getting screwed even harder. And it just perpetuates this issue more. More people are not...
Like, again, this game is literally fresh. It's barely scraping a month, right? And you just got to give it time. A lot of this stuff will get fixed in time. If you've seen all these games that have been around for a couple years, for example, like Summoner's War just hit 6 years. Oh my god, that game was just terrible in the beginning. The amount of scrolls they were giving you to summon was bad. Everything was just expensive. You weren't getting a lot of value for the money that you spent, and over the course of the couple years, they fixed themselves. So it's not something you got to worry about right now. The game will get better. Just give it time, play at your own pace, and enjoy. And once again, gacha rates, that's how gacha games are. At the end of the day, MiHoYo is a company. They're a business. They want to do things to make money. So, of course, they're going to have bad rates because they're going to want you to keep investing money so you can pull a character. And once you pull that character, and you're going to need materials to level them up. You're going to be playing the game more. Once you get that character done, you're going to have this adrenaline rush where you're going to want to spend more money again and try to get another character to complement that character, to make your team better. It's all a marketing strategy. So this is what you have to expect when getting into a gacha game.
Not going to have the characters. More things are unrelatable, and my video today, I think, was the pinnacle of it. Now, I got really lucky, and I got D-Luke. I did get a Venti because I re-rolled. Okay, we've got a Mona because we re-rolled. And I've got some other characters. I've got a pretty good cast of characters. But on my D-Luke, I've got the Wolf's Gravestone. And when I posted my video today, there were so many comments that are like, this isn't even relatable anymore. This doesn't even look like a free-to-play account. Because I got lucky. And so it's like, well, do I have to make a new account? Or do I have to only use 4 stars so it's relatable?
So you're playing a free-to-play account, and in my opinion, if I were to head down this route, I would have only kept it at 4 stars. Like, let's say I pulled just like how he did, right? Mona Venti Diluc with the Wolf's Gravestone. That's great. But if your series is focused on free-to-play characters, I would have just left those characters at level 1. Because then you're running into the issue that he just said, that it isn't relatable for the series. But now since he did this, it's just like a regular account series. So this is just something that ended up happening, but it could have been avoided. That's all I got to say about that.
All right, so another thing is the Spiral Abyss. And, I beat 12-3 on my main account. Fairly skill. There are some very skilled free-to-play players. There's some very skilled people that only use 4 stars. You will get long-term and your adventure rank and all this different stuff. You will eventually be high enough that you'll be able to smash this even with the wrong elements. Because you'll just destroy enemies who don't have enough time, they don't have enough resources, or they just don't have the characters. They don't have Shang Yun. They don't have Chi-Chi. and so you only get one ice character in the game, right? If you
All right. Before he continues, every or most gacha games has this increasing replayable thing that you have to do every week or every month to farm resources. Every gacha game does. And this is Genshin Impact's. Just like in every other gacha game, if you have great 5-star characters or just the S tier characters, you're going to be able to clear these a lot easier. That's a normal thing. Guys, don't think it's not a normal thing. And a lot of YouTubers, there's a lot of pro players who show you free to play options that can overcome this. You just have to find the right synergy. You'll pull these characters eventually. And even if you don't, you just gotta grind until you get the artifacts. There's no rush to complete up to floor 12. Do how much you're able to do, and eventually you'll be able to complete it. You'll have the stats on your characters. A lot of people in Summoner's War did not clear the tower right away. It took a while for people to be able to go. It took months to be able to clear it all the way up to floor 100 because you had to farm and people had to come up with different teams. And not everyone has the same characters, but there's alternatives. Sure, he mentioned that there's only one cryo healer, but you have the new one coming out soon, Diona, right? So there's going to be other options. Characters are going to get replaced. You're going to have free-to-play options. It's just when you're free-to-play versus pay-to-play, the free-to-play is going to take a lot more time to get these options. So you're not going to progress at the same speed as a pay-to-play person, and that's how these games are.
If you want to beat this, it's just going to skyrocket and make that even harder. Because they're going to jack up the enemy levels so high, and their shields are going to be so beefy that if you don't got the proper elements, you better have a god squad of 5 stars like I did. The only reason I beat this one are at a massive disadvantage, and I understand why they want to spend, because they're almost forced to. Sorry, Genshin, I'm done.
Yeah, so you're going to have the whales in the game that just want to be a completionist, have everything, have all the OP characters, have all the OP weapons. They'll spend. But then you'll have the majority, and the majority of people love the challenge. They won't spend when they can't clear something. But remember, it's the company's marketing plan. They put these roadblocks so you'll spend money to get over them. And if you do it once, you'll do it again. This is all normal. If you can't clear a floor in the Spiral Abyss, get back to it next week. Get back to it the week after that. Sure, you'll miss out on a few Primo Gems. But when you do clear it with your team, it's going to be so much better knowing that you didn't spend money. You know?
But that also means that I'm saying, sorry, you guys, I'm gone. And I don't want to betray you guys. I don't want to.
You didn't do that, bro. You're good.
I really freaking appreciate the support. But if you don't want to watch my channel because I'm not playing this game, I understand it. I understand, and I know this is a really weird thing. And I could milk this game for everything it's worth. I could spend money. I could make a bunch of money on it. But I'm not prepared to do that. And, I get a lot of messages and people commenting like, oh, he's going to go back on his word. He's going to spend money. And I don't think people understand, like, that I'm really serious about this stuff. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for supporting me. I want to say thank you for watching my content. Thank you for giving me 21 million views in October. Triple my best month ever. 150,000 subscribers. That's almost 50,000 more than I got last year in 1 month. So the support has been incredible. And if you guys do want to stay around, I plan on playing Destiny.
So what I appreciate about what he did here was he just openly said that I'm going to be doing this, and I know you guys subscribe to me for this, but you don't have to stick around. A lot of people know they don't have to, but it's just nice of him to just openly say that. Like, I apologize for what I'm going through. This is what's going to happen to the channel. If you guys, want to stick with me, you can. If not, I understand. That's a very humble thing to do. You clearly can see he's not really caring about the views, because if he was, he'd, as he said, be milking more Genshin Impact content. I expect to see maybe a few videos if he doesn't quit about like updates like he said, but I don't think in the long run he's going to be posting more, especially once Destiny drops. we're definitely gonna miss you, man. I'm sure a lot of the people who did subscribe to your channel subscribed for your personality and not just the game, so they're gonna stick around, bro. You don't got to worry about that. But that pretty much wraps it up from me today, guys. I just wanted to get this out, covering this whole topic as a general with the game. And if I were to sum everything up, just take your time. You don't have to rush into the game at all. You don't have to worry about being the best. It's a PvE game. You know, there's not a leaderboard. There's not none of this. And, you know, even if there was, why add that extra stress in your life? These games are meant to be played for fun. Enjoy it. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.